Once upon a time in the enchanting world of magic and wizards, at the very heart of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, Harry Potter was gearing up for another thrilling year. This year, his journey led him to the charming yet mysterious Professor Slughorn's potions class. Professor Slughorn was a round, jolly wizard with a fondness for great students and an eye for talent. His smiling face hid a treasure trove of magical knowledge that he couldn't wait to share with his young wizards and witches. It was a sunny morning when Harry, along with his best friends Hermione Granger and Ron Weasley, entered the potions classroom. Cauldrons bubbled and strange smells filled the air as Professor Slughorn explained the wonders of potion making. His eyes twinkled behind his glasses as he spoke of the magical possibilities a skilled potioneer could achieve. After the lesson, Professor Slughorn cheerfully approached Harry with a gift in his hand. Harry," he exclaimed, "I think you might find this useful." He handed Harry an old and battered-looking potions textbook. The cover was blank, and the pages were yellowed with age. Curiously, Harry flicked through the pages. To his surprise, he noticed strange notes scribbled in the margins, ingredient substitutions, and even illustrations that were not part of the standard text. "This is no ordinary textbook," Professor Slughorn chuckled as Harry examined the book. "It once belonged to someone quite gifted in potion making." Intrigued, Harry thanked the professor and tucked the book under his arm. Little did he know, this book was once the prized possession of the mysterious Half-Blood Prince, a talented and secretive figure whose identity and knowledge would take Harry on unforeseen adventures. The book would help him unlock potions magic like never before. As he left the classroom with a mixture of excitement and awe, Harry couldn't shake the feeling that in his hands he held not just a book, but a guide that whispered the secrets of magic beyond the written lines. And thus began his quest to uncover the magic within and the identity of the enigmatic Half-Blood Prince. Once upon a time, in the mystical land of Hogwarts, two remarkable wizards embarked on an extraordinary journey into the past. Our heroes, Harry Potter, with his iconic lightning bolt scar and fiercely loyal heart, and Albus Dumbledore, the wise and school of witchcraft and wizardry. We're about to dive deep into precious memories to unravel the mysterious past of the Dark Wizard, Lord Voldemort. "Harry," Dumbledore said patiently, "to understand our enemy, we must first know where he came from." With that, Dumbledore guided Harry to a curious object called the Pensieve, a shimmering bowl filled with silvery liquid light. Memories swirled within like misty apparitions, holding ancient secrets waiting to be discovered. Together, they dipped into the silvery stream of thoughts, and suddenly, the world around them changed. They found themselves in a small orphanage corridor many years ago. Little Tom Riddle, the boy who would become Voldemort, stood in a corner with an eerie calmness, his eyes harboring an unnatural curiosity. "This is where it all started," Dumbledore whispered as they observed the young Tom, using magic in subtle, harmful ways to control and terrorize other children. Harry could see a coldness in Tom's eyes, a deeply unsettling absence of compassion. Their journey continued, taking them to old, dusty rooms filled with past horrors and small triumphs of a boy who feared nothing and sought to conquer everything. They met people who crossed paths with Tom and were left scarred by his ambition. Through every memory, Harry felt the gravity of Voldemort's transformation from a clever, yet disturbed boy, to the feared Dark Lord. He understood the importance of love, the one force Voldemort could never comprehend or conquer. "It is, Harry," Dumbledore advised wisely, "our choices, more than our abilities, that show us who we truly are." Together, Harry and Dumbledore surfaced from the depths of memories, ready to face the immense challenge that lay before them, armed now with a better understanding of Voldemort's weaknesses and the indomitable power of love and bravery. And so, our brave duo marched forward, determined to use what they learned to protect those they loved and the magical world that held them dear. Once upon a time, in the magical world of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, something very intriguing was about to unfold. Our young hero, Harry Potter, had been tasked with retrieving an extremely important memory by Professor Dumbledore. This memory was held by the rather jolly but secretive Professor Slughorn. Harry knew the task wouldn't be easy, as Professor Slughorn was particularly reluctant to share this memory. However, Harry had a trick up his sleeve, a small vial containing a shimmering golden potion known as Felix Felicis, also called Liquid Luck. It promised Harry a day where everything he attempted would turn out perfectly, but only for a limited time, of course. The sun shone brightly over Hogwarts as Harry decided today would be the day to drink the Felix Felicis. With a determined heart, he gulped it down. Instantly, Harry felt a glorious warmth spread throughout his body, his senses sharpening and his confidence bolstered. Off he went to find Professor Slughorn. Along the way, Harry experienced a curious string of coincidences. He found a shortcut that led him directly to Professor Slughorn's study, avoided a disciplinary inspection from Filch, and even stumbled upon a gift basket of candied pineapple, which he knew was the professor's favorite treat. When Harry entered Slughorn's study, the professor greeted him with surprise, but also with a twinkle of curiosity in his eye. "Ah, Harry, my boy, to what do I owe this pleasure?" he inquired jovially. Just then, Harry offered the candied pineapple, rendering the professor visibly charmed. Suddenly brimming with goodwill, Professor Slughorn began reminiscing about past days with a fondness that Harry had never witnessed before. With careful prodding, and perhaps the effect of the wriggling excitement inside from the liquid luck, Harry miraculously guided the conversation towards the much-coveted memory. What transpired in the next few minutes seemed almost too magical to be true. Professor Slughorn, entranced and eager, finally produced the exact memory Harry needed. In a swirling, silvery mist, the memory danced from Slughorn's mind into the silvery gold, pensive. With an ecstatic heart, Harry thanked Professor Slughorn and left with a renewed determination, knowing that today, with the help of a little bit of luck, he had taken a vital step in the fight against the dark forces. And with that, Harry learned how sometimes fortune truly does favor the bold, especially when aided by a bit of magic luck. Once upon a time, in a world filled with magic and wonder, young wizard Harry Potter and the wise old headmaster, Albus Dumbledore, embarked on a daring adventure. They had a vital mission: to retrieve a Horcrux, a piece of dark magic that needed to be destroyed to defeat the evil Lord Voldemort. Their journey took them to a mysterious and treacherous cave by the sea. With the waves crashing behind them, they stepped cautiously into the darkness. The cave was cold and echoing, with eerie shadows dancing along the walls. Dumbledore's eyes twinkled behind his half-moon glasses, guiding Harry with calm confidence. "Stay close, Harry," Dumbledore advised. "The path is fraught with danger, but together, we can conquer it." As they ventured deeper, the air grew colder. Suddenly, they came upon a small, black lake within the cave. Dumbledore waved his wand, summoning a small boat to cross the waters. It silently glided across the glistening surface, and they soon reached the opposite shore. There, on a small island, lay the Horcrux, hidden in a stone basin filled with a magical potion. "This potion must be drunk to retrieve the Horcrux," Dumbledore declared solemnly. "I will drink it, no matter the pain it causes." With each sip, Dumbledore's face twisted in agony, yet he persisted. Harry watched, gripping his own wand tightly, ready to protect his mentor at all costs. Finally, the basin was empty, and Dumbledore staggered back, weakened but successful. "We have it, Harry," Dumbledore whispered, swaying slightly. "Now, let us leave this place." Though tired himself, Harry bravely supported Dumbledore as they made their way back to the cave's entrance. Just as they emerged into the moonlight, Dumbledore took a deep breath, embracing the cool night air. "You did well, Harry," Dumbledore said with proud eyes. "This is but one step on our great journey, but an important one it was." And so, hand in hand, the young wizard and the wise old mentor returned to the safety of Hogwarts, ready to face the battles that lay ahead. Their bond was stronger than ever, having faced the dangers of the cave together and succeeded in their quest to defeat the darkness. Once upon a time in the magical world of Hogwarts, a young wizard named Harry Potter was on a quest to understand the mysteries surrounding him. Alongside his faithful friends, Hermione Granger and Ron Weasley, Harry ventured into a world full of wonder and danger. In his 6th year at Hogwarts, Harry stumbled upon a peculiar potions book that once belonged to someone who called themselves the Half-Blood Prince. Intrigued by the annotations in the book, Harry found himself getting better at potions than ever before, gaining secret knowledge. As the school year unfolded, dark clouds were gathering over Hogwarts. The wizarding world was in turmoil, with the sinister forces of Lord Voldemort growing stronger each day. Professor Dumbledore, the wise and venerable headmaster, had been Harry's guiding light. Together, they sought to uncover the secrets of Voldemort's immortality. One gloomy evening, a shadow fell over Hogwarts. Harry found himself atop the astronomy tower with Professor Dumbledore, who was weakened from a formidable quest. Hidden under the invisibility cloak, Harry watched helplessly as Professor Snape appeared before them. To Harry's horror, Snape raised his wand and uttered the unforgivable curse, taking Dumbledore's life. The pain of the loss was immeasurable. Driven by shock and anger, Harry confronted Snape, demanding answers. In the heat of the moment, a revelation struck like lightning. Snape was the Half-Blood Prince, the mysterious figure behind the potions book that had brought Harry both wisdom and confusion. This revelation shook Harry to his core, filling him with a swirl of emotions. But amidst the anger and disappointment, it lit a fire within him. Harry realized that understanding the Half-Blood Prince's motives was part of the larger puzzle in defeating Voldemort. And though the path ahead was fraught with peril, Harry knew he must persevere for Dumbledore, for his friends, and for the future of the wizarding world. So, he braced himself for the journey ahead, one of courage, resilience, and the hope of redemption.